Hey everyone, Nam here again, back to do another video for my blog and my YouTube channel regarding my fitness and just, giving back. Like I said, that's what I want out of lifting and the whole fitness thing right now, while getting back into it myself. Just to pass on some knowledge. This video might be a little longer, but I just want to kind of get the point across, or for newcomers and people, again, who's just looking to be overall physically fit. Just with the knowledge I have and the experience I've had just for over a decade, well over a decade of lifting. So this is going to be about the eccentric part of the lift. So that's the part of when you're basically going back down in the down movement, so to speak. So think about it like this. When you're bench pressing, you come up and then the eccentric part is going down. I kind of touched upon it a little bit in my previous video where I was talking about, well, my bench press program that get from 350 to 400 and how you should start out when you're doing the first few weeks, especially just taking it easy, going down and then going back up, because you're recruiting more muscle fibers, and then your muscles respond to that, and with more muscle fibers coming in play, that's where the muscle grows. That's basically that in a nutshell. So again, when you're bench pressing, if you want to recruit the more muscle fibers, get more muscles into the act of the lift, this is bench pressing. You bring it down, and then you can explode up with the power. Now, with the barbell, even the barbell curl, yes, the barbell curl, something a lot of us love to do because we love to show off our guns. See if you can get that right there. All right. Now, bring this up, and the eccentric part going down, kind of a little bit slower. Then just kind of nice smooth up and then going down a little bit, just so you can handle the weight. But again, the more muscle fibers being recruited going down, in the downward movement. This can also be done. Hopefully, I can bring the camera over here. Sorry, I'm not fancy. I don't have all this like tripod, iPods, whatever this bullshit. And then now going back to the squat. Now, if you saw my other video too about the squat, about setting up, you can check that out too. But just real quick to remind you about that, setting up properly so you're not moving all the time is the 1, 2, 3. But anyway, the downward movement, excuse me, that's where the muscle fiber is being recruited a lot, and then you explode back up, and then take it down, explode back up a lot. Again, the muscles will basically. Again, more of the muscle fibers will be recruited, and that will make the muscle larger. Because a lot of times when you're going like this, it's like you're using fast twitch muscles. It's a different kind of like muscle that's being recruited. So again, like going slow or in the downward movement, the eccentric movement, you're recruiting a lot more muscles. I know I'm repeating myself, but that's basically just summing it up. Even the deadlift. When you're coming up, control it going down. A lot of times I see people, like this, and then just slamming it on the ground. Try to have control, and then bring it back up in a nice movement, and then down, up, and down. So it's just basically a little tip that I wanted to give. So it's a lot of the movement, the downward movement in a lift, the eccentric part. You can even probably do it. Maybe try push downs, going like that and then bringing it back up and then like that. But it's mainly for things like, I would say, you could do it on any exercise actually. Because thinking about it, like even the barbell bent rows, when you go like this and then bring it back down and then like this, you can probably do that as well. The eccentric part, but it's, yeah. So it's even right here where it says, I have it up on Google, as reviewed, the eccentric phase of a lift occurs when a muscle contracts while lengthening. This is the down motion, like it says, of the bench press, bicep curl, or squat. And what the eccentric muscle action is overall lengthening of a muscle as it develops tensions and contracts to control motion performed by an outside force. So I mean, that's kind of what it's getting at. It's just basically, like I said, recruiting the more muscles, the lengthening of a muscle, and because when you do it quick, you're not really getting that stretch, that the recruitment of the muscle fibers as much. But when you do that, that's how the muscle will grow with the eccentric lift, part of the lift. So that's my video tip of the day. So, um, I'll be back more, writing more in my blogs and making these kind of videos for you to, um, view, even share if you want to. This is my way of what I want to get out of lifting is by giving back. So again, I hope, and I'm going to continue trying doing videos like this in the future. I just want to, start a community within my own, just to, with what I know to give back, so people aren't making the same mistakes I did when I first started, and they can avoid injuries, making kind of rookie mistakes, so to speak. So that's just basically my whole summary of the eccentric part of lifting. Just a recap, just bringing it down slow, then going up, kind of being, and that also helps you. Just think about that. It can also help you be more explosive with the bench press when you go down like that and then explode back up, or the squat going down like this and then exploding back up. Even with the deadlift, trying to keep it under control, you explode and then you go take it down easy and then you explode back up. So think of also, it helps with your explosive movements too, or the explosive part of the exercise. So again, that's my tips, just giving you some something to go by and to learn, hopefully, and take that with you. So with that said, as always, I'm Nam, and always use your noodle.